We uh we really need to talk about a post on Yoritz, mildly infuriating, that has just been living rent-free in my head all morning.
Oh, I think I know exactly which one you mean.
The title is deceptively simple, right? Buy Bloodborne, only to get an annoying orange disc.
Mm.
We've got the photo, we've got the tragic backstory, and our mission today is to figure out if this is just a funny little image or a genuine sign of the times for buying stuff online right now.
Yeah, it is definitely a sign at the times. I saw this and my first thought was just that this isn't a bad transaction. It's a collision of two completely opposite internet subcultures, just a cultural car crash in a jewel case.
Let's break down that collision for everyone listening, because to understand the pain here, you have to understand the expectation. The buyer ordered Bloodborne.
Right, and for anyone who somehow hasn't played it, Bloodborne is widely considered a total masterpiece. We're talking high difficulty, gothic, horror, Lovecraftian themes.
Serious art.
Exactly. Serious art with a capital A. You play it for the brooding atmosphere and the adrenaline.
Right, you're paying for a dark, immersive nightmare. But then you crack open the case, and staring back at you isn't some cool beast hunter.
No.
It is a crudely animated citrus fruit with human teeth.
The annoying orange. I mean, if Bloodborne is high art, the annoying orange is the literal definition of brain rot.
I feel like we use that term a lot, but let's actually
Mhm.
define it. When we say brain rot or slop in this context, what are we talking about?
We are talking about low effort, high volume content designed specifically to hack algorithms.
Right.
It is content slop, zero nutritional value for your brain. It just exists to be loud and annoying.
So the tonal whiplash is just severe.
Yeah, the buyer wanted the challenge of a From Software game and got the mindless noise of 2010 YouTube culture instead. It's the universe balancing itself out.
But that's what makes it feel so aggressive, though. Like, if you order a game and get a blank CD that's negligence, getting this specific disc feels malicious. Do we think this is just a seller making a packing mistake?
Oh, come on. I really struggle to see how that happens naturally. Think about the demographics here. The Venn diagram of people who collect pristine physical copies of Bloodborne and people who keep loose DVDs of the annoying orange handy.
It's two completely separate circles.
There is virtually no overlap. None.
So you're arguing this was done purely for clout.
100%. This is trolling as a transaction. The seller didn't just want the money, they wanted to exert power over the buyer. And honestly, it highlights a massive red flag in the whole physical media is forever argument.
Because we always tell people, right, buy the disc, own the game, don't rely on digital.
Exactly. But the counter-argument here is that physical media relies entirely on a chain of trust between individuals.
And that chain is clearly crumbling.
Oh, it's gone. When you buy digital, you trust a corporation. When you buy physical used goods, you are trusting a random person on the internet not to swap your game for a decade-old meme.
This whole Reddit post exposes that the supposed safety of physical collecting is actually just a gamble on human decency.
Which is why it ended up on mildly infuriating.
That's actually super interesting, because that subreddit is usually for bad parking jobs or uneven tiles. This feels like it transcends mild.
Well, I actually think it fits perfectly because the stakes are low, but the irritation is incredibly high. If they steal your credit card, it's a crime. Sending you an annoying orange disc, that is a psychological needle.
It really is. It forces you to engage with the absurdity of it. You can't even be righteously angry without sounding absolutely ridiculous explaining it to customer support.
Hello, yes, I ordered a gothic horror masterpiece and received a talking fruit.
The seller has basically weaponized the cringe factor. The buyer is trapped in a joke they didn't consent to.
It is pure e-commerce nihilism.
So looking at the big picture for our listener, is there a real takeaway here for how we shop online now?
The takeaway is caveat emptor but updated for the meme era. When you buy from unverified sellers on peer-to-peer platforms, you aren't just risking the condition of the item anymore.
You're risking becoming content for someone else's amusement.
Exactly. You are opening a loot box, and the prize might just be disappointment wrapped in slop.
I want to leave everyone listening right now with a question that challenges the morality of this a bit.
Oh boy, go for it.
We framed this whole thing as a disaster for the buyer, but I want you to be totally honest with yourself. If you were the seller and you had that annoying orange disc just collecting dust, and you saw an order come in for Bloodborne, would you have done it? Was this a crime against gaming, or was it simply too funny to resist?